Alright, everybody. I just... Ugh. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna be playing a new home. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow me in Rumble, and I'm going to be sort of showing how you play the game, because the Frostpunk 2 released recently, and this game was on a big sale. So perhaps those who are playing the game now don't really know what to do, they haven't played the game much, having a lot of trouble with scenarios. Or maybe you just want to see how the game is and return to the game after not playing it for a while, and you don't really know what to do anymore. You're out of the game now. So this first episode, I'm sort of going to be showing what you're supposed to do. Alright, a new home. We've fled from London across the sea to reach the frozen north. On our way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of the generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any other people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst has come. The world we know has crumbled. Alright. Now, I'm not going to be doing like any of the just pausing straight away. I'm going to leave it on normal speed. Because what you really should do is you should just pause this right away and get everything done. But I'm actually going to pass emergency shifts here. The first one I want to go for is extended shifts. Then if you have a lot of sick people, it's radical treatment. But if you don't, then you want to get soup. And if after you've gotten soup and there's still nobody really sick, then you can get child shelters. Alright. So, yeah, we're going to put this back on normal speed, and we're going to lose a lot of work hours. So we want to get at least 2 people on wood, 1 person on coal, and then 5 people as well on coal. That way we can start building tents. Now, there is a strategy that does involve you putting these out half a block like this out, so that way you can fit 2 size buildings here. But honestly, you don't really need to do that. I'm going to speed up the game a little bit just to get enough wood for the housing. You can technically just completely ignore turning on the generator at all and just stockpile coal if you get enough houses down, because the building insulation is already 1. So you could, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one's in the wrong place. Let's see, so 1 house fits here, so another house will fit there. There we go. There we go. Now we're going to turn the generator on, because I'm just doing what everybody else will do, so they can turn the generator on. And now for how you should build things, gathering post is very useful, but you need a medical post. I always put that on at least 1. And you don't really need a cookhouse for the first 3 days. Then people start getting hungry. Other than that, you're going to be wasting a little bit of food. So I won't be doing it for 2 days. And on the 3rd, I'll build it. So right here is a good place to build a gathering post, because eventually it will drop by 2 levels. Which, on the harder difficulties, it drops by 2 levels way quicker. Like, by day 3, it's already dropped by 2 levels. Which is why I'm doing this on the easy difficulty. And we're just building this one right now, and we're going to allocate workers from this building to the other one. And in fact, we're going to get assigned a second law before nighttime. Now, there is 3 people sick, which is expected. We're going to take 5 engineers off here and put them here. And they'll be able to cure them. Now they work all night long, but they only work with 2 workers in there at the same time. So 3 of them will always be idle. So you can't just run this with 4 people, and you would always have at least 1 in there. 2 is minimum. Alright, so we're going to take everybody out of here and put them over here. Then we're going to put them back. Actually, we're not going to put them back over here. That's a waste of resources. Management. We can really just take all these guys off here. And everyone off here, and then get them all working on the coal. That way we can clear this up just a bit faster. Alright, new law can be introduced. Now this is extended shifts. One of the best laws in the entire game. Extended shifts. Extended shifts. Causes a lot of discontent, but honestly it's worth it in the long run. The discontent. Because an extra 4 hours of work is really good. It's 15, and then, yeah, there we go. So now I do have to wait for a bit of wood. to be gathered before we can do anything, actually. So as soon as this goes to 6 o'clock, because everybody should be working. Oh no, wait, I forgot to turn on extended shifts and all these. Which the discontent does go right back down once you cancel extended shifts. So it is fine to have extended shifts on. You don't have to worry about the people getting too discontent. So as soon as I hit 6, turn off the generator, because everybody is supposed to be working. Well, you don't have to turn it back on until 20. Now, you can save coal. I'm not sure how many hours the generator lasts for. I don't really know. But after this, you shut it down, there's still a bit of heat around this. I shut it down at 6 and it's 12. It seems like it lasts for 6 hours. Wait, yeah, so these guys will start gathering all the resources around them. As you can see, it's at a less efficient rate of just gathering it. But they're gathering multiple resources at once with single workforce. Maybe we can focus more on this. Now, we are supposed to get a hunter's hut, which is something I would recommend getting sooner rather than later. And also another reason why you want to build these, because it can man multiple things at once, and you're going to need the extra workforce. So now what you're going to want to do is, after this is built, you're going to take your workers off one of the coal things. Alright, so now it's 20, we can turn the generator back on, of course. And workers needed not now. We do not want to do child labor. No matter how much the people love signing child labor in this game, you really want child shelters. It's just a far better thing. Yeah, so we're gonna get soup here. Also, do make sure to pay attention to discontent and hope. Now, I am gonna choose faith here, actually, because faith is probably the easier one over order. If you know what you're doing, order is easier. But I feel like earlier game, where you're not really micromanaging every little thing and figuring out where people are, then faith is way easier. Along with the fact that if you do sign child labor, you can have children working in houses of healing, which can heal even people who are gravely ill with no chance of amputation. Anyways, we're going to... So the first thing we're going to research is going to be the beacon. Because we need more people in the city. And we need them now. That's also why that's on extended shift. Now, after we get that, I'm going to want to go to heating and get drawing boards and upgrade them. We might have to do an emergency shift here. Actually, no, I should probably get drawing boards first and get generator power up before the temperatures drop. Alright, go. So this will take them about 7 hours to research. There is, yeah. Vividly torn apart, yep. Alright, now we can build more things. I will build an additional hunter's hut even though we have no one to man it. Simply so I don't have to build one later. And then we can get the cookhouse, which I will place right here because people are starting to get hungry and they will start starving soon. Alright, another law can be passed. We're gonna get child shelters. They're slightly warmer than normal houses, but they are not warmer than just house. So I don't really see the point in having building these afterwards, other than the hope and the fact that children here will not will volunteer. Actually, we only need one of these. No point in wasting so actually, we're full of coal right now. So we're going to build a resource depot. Now, I've seen some people play this game on YouTube and not use the resource depot very often. Resource depot is incredibly useful. If you do not use it, you will probably die. I will throw an emergency shift here because we need this before that happens, and I mismanaged that. Because, yeah, emergency shift is only a temporary modifier, and, yeah, children are cared for. Alright, we can take 5 engineers off here because we no longer need it, and put them on here, making soup. On just normal shifts is honestly fine here. After they're done with this, I'm going to get them to do more resources. Now, none of them should die, only the second one will kill someone. So we can actually research beacons as well. This will be going up to 2 heat, which is good. The houses will remain warm-ish. But it does cost more coal. As you see, this only costs, this costs 6 to turn on and consumes 6 coal. This one costs 12 to turn on and consumes 12 coal. Now, as we use this doubles how much it needs, so this will become 24, 48, like 80. Although it doesn't exactly double it each time. If you do 4 on this one, it's not going to do 48. I know I'm pretty sure this one at max is 84 though. But I'm pretty sure they're capped out at a certain limit. Alright, now, a lot of places are too cold to function now. And we do want to get people off working these coal piles. Well, it's cold. So actually, we can use this. Now, this is not going to be able to be used until we get... Which actually, I really should take off people here for at least an hour. That way they don't die. Because I think there still is a chance they die. Alright, now the next thing we're going to need is going to be another heating upgrade, the heaters. Because it will warm up soon, but not quick enough for me. The people need food, and they're going to start eating our stockpile of food instead of that cooked stuff. Which this is 1 to 5. I prefer if they ate 1 food ration. Instead of 1 raw food, which could be turned into 5 food. I'm going to place the beacon here and then extend the road, because the beacon does not need heating, and don't want to waste space where I could be heating stuff. Alright, now I'm actually going to get engineering apprentices here, because medical apprentices does not speed it up that much, and I prefer a more efficient researching. Because this will be at 100 efficiency, but the 15 children here are helping out the facilities now. You do still need this, because they'll be stored here at night. Now it's 120%, meaning instead of... Yeah, research rate 106 out of potential of 100%. I mean, we actually go above the maximum we're allowed. A lot of people are hungry, but they won't eat food until they get starving. Alright, now I'm gonna get... Steelworks is good to get right now, because we are running... Steel is a very hard thing to get. You will run out eventually. We can now demolish that and build another hunter's hut where it once stood. Because now we have 10 additional workers. It's a bit more food, not too much. And there we go, the beacon goes up in the air. Now actually, we'll need 5 workers from somewhere. I'll take them off the gathering post. Which some workplaces require 15 workers, some 10, I think some even 20. I'm not including any of the scenario-specific workplaces, which will sometimes take 50. I'm looking at Winterhome here, which is probably the hardest scenario in the entire game. Now that's the Lost Expedition. We are going to want to go there, because we do need more people. It's not that we want, it's that we literally need more people. Because at this rate, with only 80 people, I do not see us surviving the frost. Alright, now let's see. Ready to search, we need to win, and this will also lower our discontent. Oh, okay, there we go. Extended shifts here, that's just so they'll start working soon. Now, I have actually left this on, because if we turn it off, these guys are basically guaranteed to get frostbite. So for the first 2 days, until this hits, you can turn it like on and off and off and off. Might as well even get just 5 food, really. Even 5 food is better than none, because 5 turns into 25. Now we do have 16 starving people, which now we do have this operated, meaning they can eat soup. There's not much food in it. And it's mostly water, and it's really cold, and it tastes bad, but it's food nonetheless. So I'm just going to escort survivors to city here, because I don't want the chance of any of them dying. And there comes... We need 3 houses for all these guys, but all of them will be out in the cold, which this is why we need to get extended generator range. We'll build that one there, that one there, and that one there. Because these houses will be cold. Moderate risk of falling ill. Now, we're going to need a bit more wood for that. I mean, I'm also going to want to research the sawmill. Sawmill and steel mill are very good. Steel mill is infinite resource. There is no temporary resource for steel. But you get it so slow, the steel. It's kind of annoying how slow you get it. Alright. So now our people have arrived from the Lost Convoy. There's still more of them. I don't get why they're carrying so much stuff on their back if they literally bring nothing with them to the city. We'll look out for others. Now this should lower discontent, right? No, it doesn't. Okay, apparently I didn't know. So we have a sturdy shelter here. An observatory. Now, what we want to do is, I could go to the sturdy shelter, but I'm taking 22 hours. Or I could go to the site where we found the Lost Expedition, which will take 6. Going to a place you've already been takes half the time, basically. It's really good for traveling long distances. Short distances, not so much, as it doesn't really matter. So this is functioning, but we're actually refilled of rations. So I'll actually turn this back to normal work hours, and in fact reduce our workforce to just 2 here. Because actually we're about to get sawmill, which we do need a little bit more wood, and actually we're out of wood. That's bad. We'll get a bit of wood from this though, deconstructing this, which will give us 12 wood, and we need 10 wood for this, so that will give us enough wood. Which the sawmill will get rid of these trees around the map. Not too quickly, but it will get rid of them fast enough to where you'll eventually have no trees left on the map. And you could not win the game by relying solely on trees. See, now it'll take me 14 hours. So I shaved off about 2 hours there. Might not seem like a lot, but it really is when you start getting to the end game. Alright, and there we go. Another law can be signed. Now, I feel like we should go to radical treatment here, because I feel like some people might get gravely ill. Because we do have a lot of chance of people getting, Oh, that's right, I need, apparently the 5 children will only go to your children, right? I'm not sure. I don't know. It doesn't tell me your social status. I'm not sure. Yeah, so the children will work in engineering places, and they'll help the engineers research faster than they could. So 5 people are out in the freezing cold. 3 people are sick and cannot go into the medical post. There's another reason we got this. If you look at the book of laws, we need overcrowding. Doubles the amount of people can fit in each medical facility. Really useful late game. Because they all get cured at the same time. Yeah, we're going to need another medical post here, man. Is it just warmed up a bit? Is it enough to turn the generator down a level? Yeah, probably. And in fact, we should do that due to the fact that we are consuming far more coal than we're generating a day. We need to get... We don't have any steam cores, so we're going to get a coal thumper. Oh, we do have a steam core. We can get a coal mine. That will be enough to supply us for a while. So, coal mining. It's only 240 coal. It's not that much. Coal thumpers will produce more, but we don't have the resources for it. Now, we are not going... Yeah, actually, you know what? We are going to cross the steel bridge. And we're going to send the automaton back, because there's no automaton there. We have a lot of people who aren't working, and I'm still not putting them in the hothouse. Not the hothouse, the cookhouse, because we don't need to. What we need here is healthcare. Not American healthcare. Real healthcare. There we go. That takes up a lot of wood, man. A lot of it. Anyways, next thing we're going to need is a steelworks. Oh, there we go. Another log can pass. Overcrowding. And then we're going to get a care house, because there is an area where we're going to need one. Major discontent, because everybody's in there, but as they leave, it'll be better. Never do this. Never allow your people to say, hey, we want warmer housing. Can we have it? Never take that. Because it will always get colder before it will happen. No, we don't need a charcoal kiln here. We really need... We could build a coal mine. I think we'll get the sawmill upgrade to raise the efficiency a bit. So coal mine's going to be right there. Then we'll attach it like that. Because we only have 22 hours worth of coal. I'm fine with spending a steam core on this. Normally I would do this on a wall drill. And then build some charcoal kilns. But I feel like this is more efficient because we're getting the automaton and it'll supply us with coal 24/7. Wisdom of the crowd are better than mine. They just want things now. They don't actually care whether it's a good solution or not in the future. But honestly, you should always be looking for the good solution in the future. Because if not, you're going to die. We have very low steel, very low wood. So we'll get an automaton in about 24 hours. Because you could dismantle it, but it's really not worth it. Because it'll take you a while to be able to rebuild it. Just send it to the city. Now there's a weather station here, but we're actually going to go for the large convoy first, then that station, because by day 12, that's when he comes. But it'll never arrive if we go there first. So we'll turn this on extended shifts and throw some workers in there. And the generator is actually going to shut down here. We only have 11 hours left. I think the generator will shut down. Let's throw on the overdrive for a little bit, which overdrive consumes no extra coal, but overheats the generator. Somehow. I'm pretty sure it says something about closing the steam caps. Yeah, it does. The last autumn DLC, when you research this upgrade to allow it to happen, Escort the survivors to the city. Yeah, so if you do stay longer to get the good ending and research the overdrive mechanic, what will happen is you basically get a technology that allows you to cap the steams, because this lets out excess steam. That way it doesn't overheat and explode. So what you're doing when you throw in the overdrive is you're blocking the way for excess steam to come out, and it's building up more pressure, but it's somehow making the generator hotter. I'm honestly not sure how it works. All I know is they cap the steam hubs. The excess steam that's coming out as the generator doesn't explode. I don't know why it explodes or how this increases heat. I don't really know. I know it does. Now, we're still not generating enough coal, but we do have enough coal for about 17 hours. Which is still not enough. There is some gathering posts out here we can build. Moderate risk of falling ill, might risk it. Alright, but we do have a coal thumper, which we'll place right here. And simply what we'll do is we will build a gathering. Now, this does require like 3 times the workforce in a single coal mine. But people is not something we have to worry about, so we have an abundance of them. But we always need more. Alright, now I'm gonna get steam hubs eventually, but not right now. Feel like we should really get hunter's gear. That way they'll get us a bit more food. Because normally they give us 1 food per person, but now they'll give us at least 20 food in total. Because 2 food gets turned into 5. So 20, half that is 10. I'm trying to do math here. I actually ran out of people yet again. We do need someone to operate that, though. Alright, so what are we gonna get here? Care house. This will increase hope. Will help. Oh, the generator is actually about to explode. I'm gonna turn off that overdrive there. You see, if this goes to 100%, it will either cause you to spend a steam core, have a child go into the generator to throw an emergency switch, who will probably die. Actually, it's not probably, it's basically a 100% chance that the child will die. Or you just let it explode if you have neither of these things. Alright, so we need more tents, which the housing district will go this way. I'm calling it a district, it's not really a district. You do have to build roads connecting everything. Alright, yeah, there we go. We did get to just get more people who are going to be working on here. In fact, we're getting the automaton thing is going to be running the coal mine 24/7. Although at a less efficient rate. When's the next cold? Very soon. So we're going to need a bit more coal. I could get coal mining optimization, which will help the automaton itself. So this increases it whether using gathering posts or not. I don't really want that though. I feel like a medical post upgrade might be good, but we don't have actually the steel to do this. So actually I'm gonna go, since we're capped out in wood, build a steel works. Which will get us about 40 steel a day, albeit like 2 steel like every second. Not every second, every hour you get like 2 steel. It's really inefficient, but it's the only way. Meaning steel is something you want to conserve and stockpile. I really just want something that costs. Actually, I will research steam hubs because we will need them soon. It's going to start getting colder and not going to get warmer again. You don't want to address this because you really need these people working overtime. I will build another... Do we have... How many... Okay, so there's 3 children who cannot fit in this child shelter. Let's build another one. Which child shelter both houses are at day and at night, and it's just slightly better than these houses, but in the future I really would wish they went to houses. And there we go, our automatons here. There he is. Anyways, make sure also to like, subscribe, and follow me on Rumble if you're enjoying this video. Alright, so now we put that there. Again, do not address cold homes. It's the worst problem you can get. Using automatons, yeah. So he's only doing 60% efficiency, which is 14 instead of 20 coal an hour, but he works 24/7 with no need food. Though every once in a while he will stop working to go refuel a generator, meaning it is wise to put a steam hub right outside his location. Why do you call that thing an automaton? Because it's an autonomous robot that can perform work of no needed supervision or anyone needing to operate it. Yes, the generator is still overheating. Probably should have turned that off way sooner than I actually did, but oh well. You live and you learn. Of course, in this scenario, it's more like you didn't learn and you died. Build that there, and then we actually do need more gathering posts, but again, gathering posts cost steel, and we're out of it. So we're going to turn on extended shifts here and throw as many people in there as we can. I will actually build another workshop as we do need it. That's right, we're out of steel, I completely forgot. Alright, you're here. Now I'm going to advance forwards, but before we choose faith or order, I'm going to end the video. Actually, we don't really need extended shifts on these. We want to make sure we have a little supply of coal here, that we can throw the automaton on it. So now, we are producing more coal than we're consuming a day. We are going to need to start stockpiling this a bit more. This only increases it by 900, and you can only hold 1,800 coal. Because there is one building here you cannot dismantle. It's this right here, the stockpile, which is kind of annoying. That's right next to the generator. But yeah, this can store, it tells you what you can store here. Steam cores, food. If you want a quick look at how much you can store versus what you have and how much you're producing a day, you can look here. There's also notes about what the issues are. I'm not sure that actually does. And this shows you what stored resources are being increased. This shows the shared storage of the resource. Yes, now we have steam hubs. We can't build them because we don't have any steel. Place down another gathering post. We're out of steel, I know. So before this right here, you want to make sure you've gone to winter home, which is the goal. I don't really need that. Honestly, I really just need this to get upgraded. Bunkhouses is good. Protects 10 people, slightly warmer. So this is basically just child shelter level of heat for these tents. So we have fixed our coal problem, but that's not good enough. We can't just fix a problem, we have to improve upon it. We can't just fix something, we need to make it better. Now, bunkhouses, now what you want to do is you don't want to build bunkhouses on their own. You want to build them on top of this to save a bit of wood. But I'm actually going to be doing it where they're not inside the generator ring. Never build it inside the generator ring first. And there's winter home. So, that's it for the first part. You do need to get into winter home soon. And right now we have a stable enough economy to where we can deal with it. But first off, the final law I'm going to be signing before we go off here is going to be the fighting arena. But actually, I'm not going to sign it now. I'm actually going to wait until we go to winter home to increase hope a bit. It does not matter what your hope is at, what your discontent is at. As soon as you enter winter home, hope will plummet to about here, and discontent will rise to like here. Or something like that. And you need to lower discontent and increase hope as much as you can. Anyways, the game's still going, so I do need to build that workshop I wanted. And yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and go follow me on Rumble. And until next time, goodbye and thanks for watching. That was me speeding through the first 10 days. Technically, I didn't let the 10th day pass because I don't want it to. Save game. Well, let's be calling it new save because I can just continue it. But yeah, that's going to do it, man. This is me sort of showing you how you can do it, although I would not really recommend building a coal mine right away. You will get steam cores. You can build this right away and have an automaton man it, which is 14 coal an hour for 24 hours straight. Although it's not really, it's more like 23 hours, because it'll take small breaks to go to a generator, which really makes it 20, because he takes about 2 of it, and it takes about 2 hours to walk from here to there. As you see, there's 2 sets of footprints here. One to walk there and one to walk back. And that takes him actually quite some time. Now, some of the time, this will still operate even though he isn't here and still generate your coal. Sometimes it won't. I don't really understand it, but yeah. The next video, we're going to journey into Winterhome, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to deal with Winterhome. And this is really what I recommend doing. I sort of narrated the entire thing and what I'm doing, not talking about something random, because it's what I recommend doing. You really need these steelworks soon, because you will run out of steel very quick. You need these sawmills to subsidize for the fact that you're not going to spend a steam core on a wall drill quite yet. It's because you need more coal. And I recommend, if you have enough people and you're not like... If you think you have enough people and you're willing to not do anything with them other than gather coal, you can gather tons of coal, because a coal thumper produces 560 coal a day versus a coal mine only does 240. But at the same time, you need gathering posts to gather that. So you might want to get gathering post efficiency if you're really going to survive just off this. I played endless mode and tried to win the game without using a single steam core or automaton, and I did it with just coal thumpers. It takes a lot of space to do these, but the better coal thumper requires 4 gathering posts, so it's very labor hungry, but it is far better as the the advanced coal mine. It does the exact same thing as the steam coal thumper. And actually, coal thumper injectors increase the efficiency of both coal thumpers. But instead of getting steam coal mines, get coal mining optimization. Charcoal kilns is good too if you have a wall drill, at least a steam wall drill, because this will burn 70 wood a day and produce 210 coal, which is a lot. It's about as much as this. But at the same time, you're going to need more wood, meaning now instead of having to devote people to gathering stuff here, you have to place down multiple sawmills, as these only can produce about 80 a day, meaning you only produce 10, meaning you have to put down 2, and eventually you're going to run out here. Versus the wall drills will produce 160, meaning that 70 that's going to be taking is basically just going to be 90. The wall drill will produce 90 and you get a bit of coal. Late game coal kilns are pretty good for producing a lot of coal quickly. Because this takes a while, because it depends on whether the workforces are here or sick. Here you can have an automaton running this 24/7. It's probably the best thing to do is these, what's it called, steam cores. It's better to do it with an automaton, because they have infinite resources. I mean, you never have to manage this automaton again unless you want to. Which you might actually want to clear up these coal piles around here and have someone actually work here, so you have the automaton clear up this, as the coal does not matter to the automaton. There is another place for coal mines here, but I do not really recommend building more than 2 of them, because late game, coal thumpers and coal mines will lose their efficiency. And yeah, that's it. These are my recommendations. Don't be a dingus like me and build, research increased temperature heat before the cold happens, and we don't have to throw out a 24-hour shift. Of course, 24-hour shift is only a temporary modifier. The moment it's over, you have to wait about like 5 hours, then it's gone. I think in easy mode, but I am playing medium mode. I do recommend you play easy mode for your first playthrough. So if you do lose, just click select scenarios and easy mode. Or if you're really struggling and you know you're not going to be able to win, just because it's high, hopes low, your people are starving, you're out of coal, you are out of steel and wood, you're just literally dead and just waiting for the people to throw you out of the city and then they can die. Then, yeah. Select scenarios, go to New Home and play easy. It's the easiest scenario. New Home. The rest are very difficult. The Arcs is all about managing your resources correctly. And you need a lot of them, using a lot of steam cores to figure out where to put those, whether you build a new automaton or upgrade this building. Winterhome is the hardest scenario of them all. Do not touch that till you've won every other scenario. Refugees is how well you can handle having about like 800 people, though you start with very few. And it is a very limited space. It's a very small map. So you have a very... It's about like smaller than the size of this, honestly, is what I feel like. It's like slightly expanded this way, but you get rid of the sides everywhere else. And it's a very small map. Smaller than this, I feel, with less resources around. And if you do have the DLCs, I do not recommend you play any of them until you at least beat Winterhome, which I do not recommend you play until you beat all their scenarios. Easiest scenario is On the Edge, easy mode. Hardest one is probably going to be the Last Autumn, if you are bad at managing your workforce. If you're good at managing your workforce and can understand how efficiency actually works, and understand, just how efficiency works, and how the safety levels do, you can understand that. And you're bad at managing. If you're bad at managing temperature levels, last autumn. If you're good at it, on the edge. If you're extremely bad at managing your workforce and that's your big downfall, don't play Last Autumn. Unless it's on easy mode. As Last Autumn is incredibly about resource management. You have limited wood around you, and you can only really get infinite from the dogs. And really, if you don't know what you're doing for your workforce and you're constantly losing to workforce management, Last Autumn is going to be a nightmare for you. You're not going to be able to do it. On the edge is far easier. Though you do not get your sign your laws in the very beginning, you will eventually. There's a bit of spoilers, but honestly you knew that the moment you turned it on, as it literally tells you all this. If I look at the generator, I never really looked at this thing. It honestly kind of looks like this thing would fall apart very easily. I don't really trust it. Yeah, now I've spent 7 minutes talking about the game. That's it. Join me next time as I conquer Winterhome and help my people survive. And then the third video will probably be about surviving the storm. You really need to stockpile food before then. At least 2,000 rations is not even... No, 2,000 rations is not even enough. I'm thinking like 8,000, maybe. Because both hothouses and hunters' huts will be disabled during the storm. I mean, you have to survive simply with the food you have. Coal mines will slowly but surely become unable to work. You really need houses. You need the best heating you can get. You need all these generator upgrades here. All the heating upgrades. You need all the food, health, and shelter upgrades. Except for the hothouse stuff. That's not really worth it. You really want to get flying hunters, hunting tactics, and flying hunters gear. Infirmary is really good because you can heal people without the chance of amputation. Which, funny enough, we haven't had a single amputee yet. And again, mostly discontent is high because of 2 requests I ignored, 3 times overtime it works, and overcrowding in the medical facility is meh. They don't really care about it. It's not increasing discontent. It's just keeping a stable level. Bad food is constantly increasing discontent, and cold homes are as well. If any home's that chilly, it will raise discontent slowly but surely, which will go down the moment it gets heated. It'll start going down and instead become a negative red modifier until become blue. But as you see, I only have bad modifiers for this. I do have every child has a place in child shelter, which is a permanent modifier that increases hope. I mean, it will not drop below about this level here. It is possible to increase discontent beyond its maximum, and it is possible to lower it beyond its maximum. But that is going to be it for real this time. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Rumble, and join me next time. And I hope you have fun playing Frostpunk, and I perhaps helped you out survive the first 10 days of Frostpunk. It does get harder as you go on, but this is really just how to set it up. And again, hunters' huts do not need to be heated. I really should have turned on the heater in the sawmill to prevent people from getting sick. The rest of these things I'm okay with people getting sick at it. They're fine. Never heat this as it's useless, because even if it's freezing, it'll still work. And yeah. That's it.